Hey, Lily Wong here, and this is Fly with Lily podcast. Life can throw us unexpected curveballs of all kinds, from the loss of a loved one, career change, or family problems. For me, it was the loss of my mother and my marriage. The worst experiences of my life led to the most euphoric learning experience and life journey I ever could have imagined. My journey let me dive within myself, overcome my fears, drop disempowering beliefs, and remove mental limitations. From motivation, language learning, business, nomadic life stories, or world travel, to just plain dropping your baggage, Fly with Lily podcast offers the inspiration you need to open yourself to this world of opportunities without limits. Welcome to Fly with Lily episode 2. This is your host, Lily Wong, and I want to thank you for joining me in this podcast. In episode 1, I shared my vision for my future podcast and told you a bit about myself. In this episode, I decided to dive in a little deeper and let you get a sneak peek of what actually happened behind the scenes to allow me to have this kind of lifestyle. I'm often asked how I get to travel so much. Well, traveling has been my greatest love since I set foot on foreign land for the first time in 2005. It's really because of my passion for seeing more of the world and my obsession of learning. Traveling is indeed my form of self-education. Not only do you learn about other cultures, you also get to learn a lot about yourself. For example, I learned that I could turn strangers into friends instantly. It happened one time when I was riding a subway home in New York City. I started chatting with a girl who was getting out of the same premiere I went to, and we happened to take the same train and car home. We started to chat and were having great conversations. She gave me her phone number when she rushed to get off of the train. I made lots of friends internationally that way, and I'm still practicing the skill today. I also learned that I was a better snowboarder than a skier. When everyone around me tried to persuade me not to try snowboarding the first time when I hadn't yet learned how to ski, I went anyway and I turned out to be better at it. See, travel also makes me realize how capable I am. One of the side effects of traveling is that once you are bitten by the travel bug, you will always be happily infected. I recently got my first tattoo on the top of my feet. It is a world map inspired by an Indian henna design. Every time people ask me about it, I reply back, "The world is at your feet. Go explore." If you follow my Instagram or Facebook page, you will probably get the impression that I am constantly on the road. You see me vacationing under the Caribbean sun or in Barcelona visiting Gaudi's museum. Actually, if I were to rewind a few months back, I wouldn't believe this would be a lifestyle that I'd be living as well. I probably have become one of those obnoxious people who I used to hate. It used to annoy me when people would show off their coconuts on the beach, or their passport which are running out of pages for stamps. I've had hundreds of followers who have admitted to me that they would like to trade my lifestyle with anything they've got. When they were asked why they didn't get to travel more, they often responded they didn't have enough money, or they were scared of traveling alone, or they simply had no time to travel. I understand that. I truly do. I was one of them. Though traveling doesn't necessarily cost a lot of money, it takes a lot of time to explore and enjoy. Although I was making a pretty good income and the flexibility at work allowed me to vacation 3 to 4 times a year, I still found myself chained to the life I had. Don't get me wrong, it's not because I wasn't location independent that I couldn't be happier. It's that invisible chain called responsibility that I had for myself. I was constantly having a battle with my inner thoughts. I'm an adult. I should act responsible. I should be happy to wait for my husband to come home and cook dinner for him. I should be content and happy about where I am now. I found myself having a lot of shoulds in my head. However, I'm a person who believes one should live under no rules and blossom like a flower as he or she explores oneself and lives life to the fullest. I secretly loathed some of the social standards, but I was educated too much by the people around me and wanted to choose the safer path. However, since my mind was always curious, which was probably one of the best qualities I had, I started asking myself a lot of what-if questions. What if I could just work anywhere in the world? What if I gave up my marriage and enjoyed adventures by myself again? What if I could do anything and knew I wouldn't fail? This is just an example of me. Even if your dreams and goals are not to explore the world as much as you can worry-free, I would still encourage you to write down 5 what-if questions to find out what's holding you back. You might be amazed by some of the questions you are about to ask yourself. So, if your dreams is to travel the world and live an abundant lifestyle, you definitely have to listen carefully to what I'm about to share. You will have to decide to give up the shoulds in your life and choose a working style that allows you to be able to work anytime, anywhere. For me, it was podcasting that sets me free. I found a niche that I could share in and add a lot of value to. Also, I didn't need to be at one location in order to podcast. I educated myself on how to run it and hired a coach to help me launch. I treated it like a real career, and it finally started to pay off when my business partners found me on the internet as I had gotten more and more popular. They promised to give me lucrative commission when I successfully refer people to their programs. One of my favorite travel quotes goes, "If you want to fly, you need to first give up the things that weigh you down." The hardest thing I had to do was give up my marriage. It was really not very easy because I knew I loved and depended on my husband so much. However, our relationship was very bland, and it looked like we both had different dreams and hopes for the future. If only I'd known myself better before we got married, I'd have known I truly desired more adventures in many aspects of our lives, including seeing the world with my partner. He preferred stability and security. Sadly, I waited a little bit longer after it all went south and had to also go through the pain of finding out he cheated on me. That led to the decision of taking off. After my divorce, it seemed that I had lost my home, 3 lovable cats, our circle of friends, and probably my best friend. But because of that, I began to add more positive things into my life. I was originally traveling with 2 suitcases when I first came to America, and then they turned into a backpack, which fit my whole life with no problem. I also realized that I didn't really need much in order to be happy. I came to the world with nothing anyway. And then I finally got the support I truly have desired for a long time. Through an acquaintance, I joined the International Travel Club, and the friends I made there became my mentors, my study companions, and my travel buddies. We shared similar standards, and we loved self-improvement as well as exploring the world. They opened their arms to welcome me and even their homes when I desperately needed a place to crash. We influenced each other by sharing our deepest secrets and desires. Our connections were genuine, and they have been supporting and encouraged me throughout my journey. What's more, as a representative of this awesome club, I got to earn incentives to travel when I refer members to it. You probably would think it's too good to be true, but I've been on more than 12 paid vacations ever since I signed up. I sincerely want you to win. So in order to travel like a jet-setter like I am, there are just a couple of things that I would like to recap. 1. You need to find work that gives you leverage. 2. It is giving up the things and people that weigh you down. 3. Find a support group that gives you the right resources and encouragement you need. Most importantly, have faith. Have faith that you deserve to live your true potential and be happy. This road to your dream life won't be smooth, but it will be well worth it. Even if you fail, it's feedback for the next comeback. I failed quite a bit, as you can see from my stories in episode 1. I failed my marriage, some of my business attempts, and the relationships around me. I came from nothing, but I used it to my advantage. I turned out to be better than okay. Remember that it's like working out. The more you exercise the muscles, the stronger you become. So I look forward to seeing you on your journey. This has been another episode of the Fly with Lily podcast. So what now? Go to flywithlily.com to download my gift for you to help work on your abundant lifestyle, or contact me directly for a consultation. This show takes a lot of work and planning, so if you enjoyed it, please consider a 5-star review on iTunes, following on Facebook and Instagram at Fly with Lily, or come up and give our crew a hug on the street when you are on your journey. Thanks for listening, and remember, life's curveballs can be your best opportunities.